Welcome, everyone, to my overview of the district I serve, USD 432. Our mascot is the Knights, and we often use terms like Knight Nation and Knight Pride. So, though we're a very small 1A school in western Kansas, as I looked at it from kind of a eagle's eye view, there's a lot of moving parts. Even to a staff of less than 60 people in the whole district, there's a lot of moving parts that make everything connect and everything work. So, as talked about in the reference, uh, that distributed level of leadership and that mapped distribution of powers is definitely something I could associate with in breaking down the powers and structure of our district. So I think, as in any district, the Board of Education certainly has a huge role. They're the voice of the community and the voice of the needs and wants of the students and parents. And so certainly our superintendent has a very close working role with the Board of Education. We have one superintendent. That individual actually in our district happens to be our junior senior high principal as well. So that's a lot of hats and a lot of roles and power for one person. And I wouldn't want her job, but I think she does it to the best of her ability. Nonetheless, the basic structure would be that we have a superintendent, the junior senior high principal answers to that superintendent, as well as the elementary principal. And then I did throw in another branch of our administration, which is the athletic director. We're a very small district, so athletics is super important, as it is in most any school, but it's the way that so many kids are involved. And certainly the athletic director has a lot of power and position in coordinating and working with and having people work under him. So, within the structure of the junior, senior high, and elementary, it's pretty similar. We have certified staff that fall in one category. So these are all your classroom teachers that are certified, the district clerk. Because we're a small school, we co-op our special education through a larger district nearby. And within that, we receive a speech pathologist and school psychologist that come on our campus. As well, the classified staff would include our secretaries, paras, the school nurse, custodians, food services personnel, and it's much the same under the elementary principals. Jurisdiction would be the certified staff of pre-K through sixth grade teachers. Again, the district clerk works hand in hand with both principals, and the co-op at the elementary level is also part the special ed is also a co-op thing. So the speech pathology and school psychologists come from a larger district to our campus just a few times a week. Again, the classified staff that are under the elementary principals power are the secretaries, the paras, school nurse, custodians, and food services. As I touched on, that athletic director piece is huge in a small school. And so not every coach within our district is an actual teacher or personnel of the district. So we rely heavily on Rule 10 coaches in the area. And those might come, young and old alike, but they ultimately all answer to our athletic director, who answers to the junior senior high principal, which happens again to be the superintendent as well. That person, though, coordinates all the bus drivers, all the transportation for athletic events, conducts and connects and does all the legwork for the officials at athletic contests. And we also are blessed to have an athletic trainer that comes from the Hayes Med Center for Health Improvement. So these are just a few examples of how we map this out. It's a pretty streamlined process. If you were a custodian, say, and had an issue, I think you'd first go to your building principal. If the problem weren't resolved, it could probably go to the superintendent. So it's a pretty simple chain of command. And I think with all those moving parts, everybody does their best to support one another and respect the position of their colleagues.